Well, after a successful launch last year, Minnesota was planning to go big in year two with an ice festival in Eagan, including making a run at the record for the biggest ice maze in the world. But Mother Nature, we all know, had other plans. Organizers for the Minnesota Ice Festival had no choice but to pivot. Last night, we told you they were canceling the event, and tonight we can tell you that another icy attraction is also being impacted by the warmer weather. Heidi checked in with leaders of several events today to find out how they're trying to cope with the lack of cold. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Kent. Yeah, this is the time of year when a lot of work should be happening for these winter events. Instead, the Minnesota Ice Festival is refunding purchased tickets and gift cards. Meanwhile, the Ice Palace is at a standstill.
When you're in the business of ice, Mother Nature is the ultimate boss. This video is from January 3rd, 2023, when at Viking Lakes in Eagan, the Minnesota Ice Team was putting its finishing touches on its ice maze.
Very Minnesotan thing as I get blasted with snow.
From a winter storm blast to brown.
Come December, we're going, okay, next week's going to be colder, next week's going to be colder. And after about 2.5, 3 weeks of saying that, you start to get kind of nervous.
Robert Harrell is the CEO of Minnesota Ice, the company behind the Minnesota Ice Festival. Tuesday night, they made the call to cancel.
There's over 150 plus people that were, going to be working at the event, constructing the event. We've got to cancel a lot of flights, a lot of hotels, a lot of construction, and it was a really tough call.
Plans included a slew of events with its ice maze as the centerpiece inside TCO Stadium. 10 days worth of work had already been done to protect the turf the Vikings practice on, and they've been making ice for months. But Harrell says there are safety concerns with stretches of warm weather and ice blocks weighing over 300 pounds. The festival takes 3 to 4 weeks just to construct.
Anytime we get direct sunlight onto the ice, that can, overall damage the structure of the ice. And then on top of that, you obviously have a runway to get to, what in the business world, they call break even on the event. And we really needed a solid 7-week, 8-week runway to actually make this event work.
From a cancellation in Eagan to a delay in Delano.
We started setting up a week before Thanksgiving, anticipating the temperatures to accommodate growing ice. But as of right now, we are still waiting.
Anna Smith is the general manager of the Ice Palace, Minnesota, a winter attraction in its second year in the state. It's in a new location this year at Delano Central Park.
So these are our sprinklers. The water will come out the top to help build up the ice.
Last year, ice making started the second week in November. This was December 19th. Compare that to today.
Discouraging. Yeah, we had a lot of hopes to be a lot further along, and actually our original date we were hoping to be opening this week.
Anna says it will be a shorter season. The hope is to open around mid-January.
Early on, those type of temperatures could very much compromise the integrity of the ice, and so that is why we haven't tried to start building yet, because of these temperatures. And so, but once we get a more substantial structure, we can handle a couple warm days without it being catastrophic. So
once it's go time, work happens around the clock for 2 weeks.
We know that Mother Nature is who sets the stage for what we do here.
The ice for the Minnesota Ice Festival has already been delivered to Viking Lakes. They were supposed to open January 5th. It's being protected, and organizers hope to use it for other public celebrations later this winter. However, there are still some events happening at Viking Lakes right now, part of winter solstice, Kent.
Yeah, when you put those two images from this year and last year side by side, Heidi, I don't think there's really nothing you can say.
It's incredibly jarring, and I actually was shocked when I saw the images because I didn't realize just how bad it was until I saw that.
Yeah, there's a long way to go. Thanks, Heidi.